Hi everybody, this is Boog-ass Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the brand new McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Platinum Flash Movie Batman figure. So before we take a look at Batman, let's go ahead and take a look at all the accessories that he comes with. So first up, he comes with your standard DC Multiverse base, and this one actually stands really well. The first version I have from the Flash movie did not want to stand at all, because he had some really wonky ankle joints. But yeah, this one stands really well on his own. Up next, you get his data file, and this time it's done in the proper colors. For once, they actually did recolor the card art for the Platinum. And if you want to read the bio, which you've read many times before, go ahead and pause that now. Up next, he comes with a set of fisted hands. And finally, he comes with accessory holding hands, but no accessories. I do wish he would have at least came with his grapnel gun. So now let's go ahead and take a look at his head sculpt. So taking a look at this head sculpt, this still looks nothing like Ben Affleck, just like the first one. This one is just repainted. This one still very much has a handsome Squidward face. I also think the lips are like really pink. It kind of looks like he has lipstick on. I'm definitely going to repaint the lips a little bit and make the color a little more subtle. That's actually what I did with the first version. I did repaint it a little bit. It's hard to tell, but I did a subtle kind of pinkish skin tone color for the lips. That way it's not as distracting as this one. But I love that McFarlane Toys actually re-released this in proper colors. I was just about ready to repaint the Batman that I did have to these colors, so I'm glad I didn't, because this looks really good. I love the blue collar scheme. I just really love this design from the movie. It got a lot of hate, but I really liked it. I looked up images of the armor because I thought this had tones of silver in it, but depending on the images, it actually did look like a flat gray color. On Ben Affleck, it actually did look like it had a little bit of silver to it, but on the pictures of the stunt double, it was just a flat gray color. So I guess that is accurate. You see that mine has some scuffage right here on the Bat logo. This time, all of the straps are painted on. You get the blue straps down here on the gloves and the touches of blue, and the black right up here. I think that's very awesome that McFarlane Toys actually painted the straps on this time. I feel like these straps should have been black if I remember right, but they should also be connected up here, but of course they can't, because if they were connected then you wouldn't be able to move the legs. The soft goods cape looks really good. It's just not very wide. I wish it would have been just a little bit wider, that way they could have wired it. I was thinking about putting some wire up through this, but it would be way too thin because it's already a very narrow cape. You have to have a little more material to work with to make it work. So yeah, this is definitely not one that you'd want to make wired. I actually did make a custom cape for my previous version, and getting this off was a nightmare, because the cowl piece right here is glued down into the neck. It's glued down right here and glued down into this little stump underneath the cowl. So if you are thinking about replacing this cape, it is very tricky to get this off and to get it back on. Eventually I did, but it was a bit of a nightmare getting there. This time the belt is painted yellow, and that looks really good. You get the texturing on the shin armor right here. I guess there should have been a strap right here that was painted on. I did look at the back, and they didn't paint the strap on right here. It does stop. It's kind of weird though, because all of the other straps are painted on. So they didn't paint quite all of them on, but that really doesn't bother me because you're not going to be seeing it for the cape. But yeah, I'm very happy that McFarlane Toys re-released this in the proper colors, even if this head sculpt still does look like handsome Squidward. So now let's go ahead and go over his articulation. He has a ball-jointed head that can look up all the way. He can look down all the way. He can move his head side to side very nicely. He has ball-jointed shoulders that can move out all the way. It can spin all the way around. He has a swivel at the bicep that can move side to side. He has double-jointed elbows that can bend in all the way. He has ball-jointed wrists that can move up and down and spin all the way around. And before I did this video, I did have to pop this apart and sand it down up in here, because this joint was so tight that when I was trying to twist the wrist right here, it was turning white from stress. A stress mark occurred right here. So if you're going to get this figure, definitely heat it up and sand the joints down up in here, and then you'll get a bunch of fluid motion. You can spin that all the way around. So yeah, I think I did have that issue with the previous one as well. He has a ball-jointed waist and diaphragm that can move back that far. He can't really crunch forward at all. The armor does hinder that. He can barely move side to side up here. He does move side to side in the waist, and you can get him moving around like that. He has hips that can only move out that far. Between these straps right here and the belt, it does hinder the articulation. He actually does have a swivel up here in the thigh, as well as a thigh cut. So you can see it turning up here as well as down here that can move side to side. Was there a Flash movie vehicle? Maybe that's why he has that thigh cut. I can't remember if there was actually a vehicle made for the movie or not. He can kick forward all the way. He can kick back just a little bit. He has double jointed knees that can bend back all the way, and ankles that can move down just a little bit, up all the way, spin all the way around, and toe articulation that can move up all the way. So now, let's do some size comparisons. So first up, here he is next to my slightly customized first version. You can see that this one was done in different black collars. I think that's kind of a grayish color, just a really dark gray color. I did recolor the cowl black, and I did add a brand new pleather type of material cape to it. I'm glad I didn't commit to completely redoing the figure, because like I said, now we get the proper collars on this version. Here he is next to his Justice League movie version, and it did leak that we are finally going to be getting a BVS version. I am very excited for that because Ben Affleck is my favorite movie Batman. Here he is next to the regular BVS Batman, and what I mentioned in my previous comparison there, I meant to say that we're finally getting a BVS armored Batman figure, because we did already get a regular BVS Batman figure. Here he is next to the Michael Keaton Batman figure. For some reason, he keeps wanting to fall over on me, so I'm holding him here. Here he is next to Ezra's Flash. I did want to get the regular version from the movie to show, but for some reason I couldn't find it, so I just had to settle on this movie version. And finally, here he is next to Supergirl. So overall, if you can find this figure, then I would highly recommend picking it up, because it is very awesome and much better than the previous Flash movie Batman that we got. At the moment, this is only hitting Walmart stores. I don't think that it's an exclusive, but I'm not 100% sure on that, because every post that I've seen about people finding this has been at Walmart stores, and that's where I found this one. And we all know that Walmart is horrible for distribution. So just because one person finds it at Walmart doesn't guarantee that another Walmart's going to get it in, and that really sucks. But if you do happen to find this, then I would definitely recommend picking it up, because it is a really cool figure, and the version that we should have got the first time around. So that's my review. If you like this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.